I don't wonder much about people. Most are easy to read, and I'm not interested in their lives. I've been thinking too much about this client. What he does for a living, where he goes, who he knows, why he's always so content. When I'll see him the next time. He meets me at the front door and tries to hand me a $20 bill before I can step inside. He's always in his chair, so this is different. Do you want to borrow my umbrella? He grins handsomely. I like being wet. He holds the smile and pushes the money toward me. I haven't done anything. What's this for? You left it. I owed it. For what? He calmly asks. Because you let me kiss you. I stand looking at his mouth. I've never heard of such a thing. He moves from the door and I enter. Then you haven't been around much. Not everything is for hire. I smirk at him. You don't know enough people. I've known plenty, he says with a different grin. He looks incredibly handsome today. Maybe he's going out or just got home. I've never seen him in a suit. A fine one. God, he's attractive. Is that all you needed? Was to give me back my money? He doesn't answer or head to his chair, but to his dinette. When I step near him, he unzips my wet jacket, removes it, then takes his expensive suit coat and puts it over me. It's warm from his body. Sit down, he says. I take a seat at the table. Do you want something to drink? No. He fills himself a tall glass of water from his highly polished built-in stainless fridge. He takes a seat across from me, drinks from the glass, and slides the 20 across the table. A kiss is a gift. Says who? I sink deeper into his suit coat. Me, he says confidently. Do you give that gift much? I hear the soft voice ask him sheepishly, and it astounds me. I've not got one sheepish bone in all my body. The violin, now this sappy tone with him. Something must be wrong with me. Maybe being wet multiple times today is making me sick. It's been a while. He sounds less assured. Do you want me to rub your feet? Do I have to pay you for your company? He asks, looking straight in my eyes. My time is money, or do you want me to offer that as a gift? That's up to you. I'm not sure what games he plays. It's the reason I don't entangle myself with anyone. There's always a catch. Some grooming to entice the strange motives that hide behind the dark desires. He doesn't creep me out, but I want no deeper involvement with anyone. He pisses me off that he makes me interested, especially that he makes me think about him when I'm not rubbing his feet. The laissez-faire demeanor and smoky atmosphere he has holds my attention. I get myself and know what motivates, and I have no regrets. I want this guy. No future, just now in the present. My struggle with spelling has the French word stuck in my head. I've been there many times. The moonlight of Paris is like none other. I picked the language up quickly, but spelling foreign words is a joke. Now foreign is stuck in my head. Do you have any faith in me? He startles my brain from my mental obsession. I don't trust anyone. I answer truthfully of his odd request. What's your gut tell you? I wouldn't be here. There is no consideration of trustworthy. I hear it all the time. The need to trust people. There is no one to be trusted. This guy could be a serial killer, but I'm dead already on the inside. I wait for the jig to be up as we blankly stare at one another across the table. Me at his lips, him at my eyes. The request to rub his feet isn't too weird, but possibly something else lurks. Maybe a room with many locks which houses torture devices. He probably wants to sodomize me. I won't willfully do that. No fee paid would bring me to that. I think you're wonderful. His sentiment puzzles me. How? In every possible way. What do you want? Just to be with you. Seems reasonable. Well, I'm here. He draws a long breath in some form of contentment. He looks at me and loosens his tie as he slumps comfortably in his chair. Are you hungry? He asks. Not really. Are you? I am. I can cook. Yeah? I put his suit coat on the back of the chair and stroll to his well-supplied fridge. I pull out several fresh vegetables. You have any rice or udon noodles? There's rice in the cabinet above the sink. I open it and look inside. You're a man of clear distinction. Instant rice? Really? Do you have any bagged rice? Japanese or sushi rice? He chuckles, then shakes his head no. Any peanut or sesame oil? Another shake of his head. He steps to the counter and leans on it. I work around him, looking for things. I admit, a fine cologne on a clean man is sexy. What makes you say I'm a man of distinction? I stop and look at his mouth. Spell preponderate. Can you use that in a sentence? He jokes. He spells it without skipping a beat. It's different having someone get me so easily. He stays at the counter, glad I think so highly of him. Logic calculates where the other items needed for cooking are in his big, pristine kitchen. He has no wok, but the large skillet will do. Within 30 minutes, I have the meal made. He slips out of his suit and into something more casual. The food looks chic on top of his rectangular black plates. I slice some fruits, toss them in a sprinkle of sugar, and present it in a bowl on his plate. He wants to take dinner in his fancy dining room. I decide to sit across from him and eat. Watching him, I stare at his gorgeous mouth. I don't think he's aware of how terribly attractive he is. Lips make a face. His are full, but not oversized on mine. He sports a lot of facial hair, but those sweet lips are in plain sight. This is excellent. Do you want your feet rubbed? Since you're here. The furniture in here is exquisite. E-G-G-S. No. E-X-Q-U. Thank you. It was imported. Items reflect the owner. Like him, the house is full of uncomplicated lines and form. The markup on furniture is 400%. I'd have to believe he paid over that. Do you want some more food? Is there more? Yes. I'll save it and eat it tomorrow, he tells me with a fiery smile. I take my plate and get up to collect his. When I reach for it, he grabs my left hand. With both of his hands, he observes mine. He looks long at my fingers, tracing them with his. He turns it over and thinks on the palm of my hand. I steady the plate in my right hand. I swallow hard. His touch feels like the most comfortable place. Your hands are feminine. He looks at my hand from every angle. He studies it like I do man-made structures. They are strong when you massage my feet, but soft and delicate. When he lets go, I take our plates to the kitchen. I find a container and put the leftovers in it. He's turned his music on. It plays quietly. It's sexy, like him. He comes into the kitchen. I rinse the few dishes and he loads them. I wash the cutting board, rice pot, and skillet. He rinses these too, standing close to me. If he's trying to seduce me, I already am. He was thoughtful and washed his feet before the rub tonight. He liked the stretch and pull on his toes I gave. He liked all of it. Thanks for spending your time with me today, he says as I go to leave. It was time well spent. I chuckle when he pays me more than he would for a foot massage. He walks outside with me. The rain has finally stopped. With a step off the stoop, he catches my arm. I turn to see him, and the porch light hits his face like sunbeams. I want to give you a gift. I don't hesitate and step into him. I'm not sure where his face begins and mine ends. It's late when I make it home. With the click of my front door, I hear loud commotion in the hall. The old peephole distorts the images, but I bulge my eye to see down the hall. A scuffle is taking place outside Cordell's apartment door. Cordell is shoving both men. From what I can see with their backs facing me, they're Caucasian. Shit! Why do I use words I can't spell? I'm not frightened, and I won't call the cops. I can't involve myself with any situation requiring my identification. I watch closely through the muted view with my hand on the doorknob. Cordell seems to have the situation under control. What the hell is this guy up to? I can't see their faces when the men turn and dart down the staircase. Cordell vanishes behind his door. I stick to myself for a reason. I meet someone and I'm involved. The show of concern once they're in my life is a strange reality. I won't go out of my way for anyone, but what presents, I attend to. I care less what people do, but I do care about them. I'd prefer I didn't. My hand on the doorknob, set to turn, is stopped as I watch Cordell fly out of his apartment to leave the building. I walk inside my bedroom, flip the lights, and hear the neighbors. The altercation at Cordell's front door didn't stop these people from sex. I strip my clothes and head to the shower. People always rush into my mind, alone in bed. The boy from the airport, my Foot client's gift, Cordell's scuffle, my lovely sister Susan. I miss you, Susie.